15th of August 2019, Sunday, 5:22 p.m. My name is James, and this is Slopfest. Welcome back. It's your weekly dose of weirdness and exploration into the minds of strange people doing strange things. Normally on this show, we take a look at a couple of unbelievable and bizarre news stories in an attempt to put our finger on the pulse of society and understand what's happening in the world and what motivates people to do what they do. However, today, we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to take a deep dive into some very common behaviors, ones you might run into in others on a daily basis, or even perhaps within yourself. And we're going to try to understand what really drives people to act in certain ways. So if that sounds like something you'd be into, come with me on this adventure into obsessive selfie-taking. According to the Oxford English Dictionary, a selfie, 2019, I'm about to explain to you what a selfie is. Not that you need this, but let's give it some context, shall we? A selfie is a photograph that one takes of oneself, typically taken with a smartphone or webcam and shared via social media. From a psychological perspective, the taking of selfies is a self-orientated action that allows users to establish their individuality and self-importance, and it's also associated with personality traits such as narcissism. And now you are immediately thinking of that one person you know, or a handful of people you know who take too many goddamn pictures of themselves and put them on the internet every day. And now you're thinking, are they narcissists? Potentially. Potentially. On March 31st, 2014, a story appeared on a website that claimed that the American Psychiatric Association, or the APA, had classified Selfitis as a new mental disorder. According to the author, the organization had defined Selfitis as, quote, the obsessive-compulsive desire to take photos of oneself and post them on social media as a way to make up for their lack of self-esteem and fill a gap in intimacy. The same article also claimed that there are 3 levels to the disorder. The first level being borderline, which is taking photos of oneself at least 3 times a day, but not posting them on social media. The second, acute, taking photos of oneself at least 3 times a day and posting each of the photos on social media. And level 3, chronic, uncontrollable urge to take photos of oneself round the clock and posting them on social media with more than 6 times a day. Wow. I don't know why, but borderline sounds like the strangest one to me in that mix, which is taking photos of oneself at least 3 times a day, but not posting them on social media. I don't know, something about that seems even more self-indulgent that, ooh, these are only for me. I'm going to take these photos and look back at them later. Oh, yes, here's me eating my sandwich for lunch. Oh, here's me taking the dog for a walk. Ah, yes, and here's me stepping in a piece of gum. I remember these as if it were yesterday, but these are just for me. No one else. Gonna keep these just to myself. Something strange about that to me. The story was republished on numerous news sites around the world, but it soon became clear that it was a hoax. However, one of the reasons that so many outlets republished the story, other than it seemingly fit certain pre-existing stereotypes in people's minds, was that the criteria used to delineate the 3 levels of selfitis, which were borderline, acute, and chronic, seemed believable. Therefore, we thought it would be interesting to examine whether there was any substance to the claims that taking selfies can be a time-consuming and potentially obsessive behavior, the stereotype underlying many people's crudity about the fake story. We empirically explored the concept of selfitis around 2 studies and collected data on the existence of selfitis with respect to the 3 alleged levels, borderline, acute, and chronic, and ultimately developed our own psychometric scale to assess the subcomponents of selfitis, known as the Selfitis behavior scale. I love that a bunch of psychologists saw that, thought, yeah, okay, turned out to be a hoax. Well, I've got some time on my hands. Let's see if this holds any fucking water. Let's give this some legitimacy and run some tests of our own. Let's do a couple studies and see if people really are obsessed with taking selfies. We used Indian students as participants in our research because India has the largest number of Facebook users by country. We also knew India accounts for more selfie-related deaths in the world compared to any other country, with a reported 76 deaths out of the total 127 worldwide since 2014. Holy shit. 127 worldwide deaths from selfies. Those deaths usually occur when people attempt to take selfies in dangerous contexts, such as in water, from heights, in the proximity of moving vehicles like trains, or while posing with weapons. What? Oh, I mean, all of them check out, but you're posing with, because essentially a gun is a purchase that you've just made. So you're maybe like showing off, just got this new gun, and then you accidentally shoot and kill yourself. Fuck. 76 reported deaths. Just that. So well over 50% of the people who have died taking selfies have been from India. That's absolutely insane. Our study began by using focus group interviews with 225 young adults with an average age of 21 years old to gather an initial set of criteria that underlie selfitis. Example questions used during the focus group interviews included, what compels you to take selfies? Do you feel addicted to taking selfies? And do you think that someone can become addicted to taking selfies? It was during these interviews that participants confirmed that there appeared to be individuals who obsessively take selfies, or in other words, that selfitis does appear to exist. But since we did not collect any data on the negative psychosocial impacts, we cannot yet claim that the behavior is a mental disorder. The 6 components of selfitis tested on the further participants were 1. Environmental enhancement, which is taking selfies in specific locations to feel good and show off to others. 2. Social competition, taking selfies to get more likes on social media. 3. Attention seeking, taking photos to gain attention from others. 4. Mood modification, taking selfies to feel better. 5. Self-confidence, taking selfies to feel more positive about oneself. And 6. Subjective conformity, taking selfies to fit in with one's social group and peers. Our findings showed that those with chronic selfitis were more likely to be motivated to take selfies due to attention-seeking, environmental enhancement, and social competition. So, to reiterate, those are environmental enhancement, which is taking selfies in a specific location to feel good and show off to others. Social competition, which is taking selfies to get more likes on social media. And what was the other one? Attention-seeking. Pretty self-explanatory, taking selfies to gain more attention from others. The results suggest that people with chronic levels of selfitis are seeking to fit in with those around them and may display symptoms similar to other potentially addictive behaviors. Other studies have also suggested that a minority of individuals might have a, quote, selfie addiction. With the existence of the condition apparently confirmed, we hope that further research will be carried out to understand more about how and why people develop this potentially obsessive behavior and what can be done to help people who are the most affected. So the whole thing is just, does this exist? We've concluded as a result of our studies, absolutely yes it does. Oh, fantastic. What can we do to help people who are affected by it? Well, we don't actually know. We just wanted to see if it existed. It does. Bye-bye. You're on your own. You're on your own if you're fucked up with this shit. We just wanted to know if it was real. Check. Turns out it is. No idea how to help anyone though. However, the findings of our research do not indicate that selfitis is a mental disorder based on the findings of this study. Only that selfitis appears to be a condition that requires further research to fully assess the psychosocial impacts that the behavior might have on the individual. Again, if you got this, you're on your own because we need to do more research. If you are interested in assessing your own behavior, click here to download a selfie assessment test. Absolutely. Absolutely. How do I do this? I've found it. The Selfitis Behavior Scale. Okay, it was buried it was buried in all of their research. It's attached as an appendix, which is just called Appendix 1. So I don't know why they didn't call it that. Anyway. So the Selfitis Behavior Scale, I'm going to put this up on the website, slopfestpod.com. Head over there now and I guess run the test to see if you have selfitis. It's based on, so scoring. Responses are related on a 5-point Likert. Okay, I'm just going to do it. I guess I'll just do mine on the podcast and I will take notes, I guess. Let me just pull up a notes pad thing that I can pull up a Google Doc. Okay, let's see what my level of selfitis is. So basically how it works is there are 20 questions. So the scoring is responses are rated on a 5-point Likert scale, which is 5 if you strongly agree, 4 if you agree, 3 if you neither agree nor disagree, 2 if you disagree, 1 if you strongly disagree. Then the scores are summed. The higher the score, the greater the likelihood of selfitis. So let's just, I guess, start. Question number 1 is, taking selfies gives me a good feeling to better enjoy my environment. Taking selfies gives me a good feeling to better enjoy my environment. I'm going to go with just a disagree on that, because I don't take... I'm trying to think the last time I even took a selfie. And a selfie doesn't make me feel better about or enjoy the environment that I'm in more. Number 2, sharing my selfies creates healthy competition with my friends and colleagues. What the fuck? Strongly disagree on that one. How do I do that? Oh no, strongly disagree is a 1. Okay, so my bad. So my first one should be a 2. This will be a strongly disagree with that. Sharing my selfies creates healthy competition with my friends and colleagues. Again, I don't post... I'm going to open up my Instagram actually and see when the last time was that I posted a selfie. Let's see. Taking a second. June 5th. I guess that counts as a selfie. Fucking. Do you ever read your own captions? The captions on Instagram are absolutely insane. Particularly when people make a caption that is wholly unrelated to the subject, to what's in the fucking picture. Some people will be like, oh yeah, daylight shines, midnight comes and goes, and it's like them with their dog or something. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Sorry. So what is my... Okay, so this was 11 weeks ago, and it says my favorite days are spent working from home. I don't disagree with that. James from 11 weeks ago. Yeah, I agree with that. It's fun. I don't get to in my new job anymore, but you know. And then before that, when was a selfie before that? Man, it's been a minute. Not too much of a selfie fan, I guess. So 11 weeks ago was the last time I did a selfie. So I don't... Sharing my selfies creates healthy competition with my friends and colleagues. Yeah, I don't... That doesn't gel with me at all on that one. That ain't me. Number 3, I gain enormous attention by sharing my selfies on social media. Enormous attention? No. I mean, I get... Again, Instagram remove the likes, but let's dip in and see how many likes my last selfie got. 17. Gonna go with a strongly disagree on that one. I'll go with a disagree. 7. I'm sitting here like justifying this, but well, 17, double digits. Jesus fuck. I'll just put disagree. Jesus. Number 4. I am able to reduce my stress level by taking selfies. Absolutely not. Strongly disagree. What the fuck? How, is anyone going like, oh my God, oh, it's such a stressful day today? Click. Oh, thank God. Oh, that selfie really hit the spot. That's exactly what I needed. I feel confident when I take a selfie. Ooh, that's a disagree. It's confident? I guess I don't feel confident, but I don't feel not confident. I guess I'll go with a neither agree nor disagree. So that's a 3 on that one. I gain more acceptance among my peer group when I take selfies and share it on social media. I gain more acceptance. I don't think I'm gaining more acceptance. I'm gaining attention from them. I don't think they're accepting me. Look, I don't think I'm the best person to be taking this quiz, if I'm completely honest, because I have none of my friends really use fucking social media. Or the only social platform that I use is Instagram, and none of my mates use that. I'm trying to think. So I'll disagree, I guess. I gain more acceptance among my peer group when I take selfies and share it on social media. More acceptance. Yeah, I don't see me gaining more acceptance. So I'll go disagree. That's a 2. I don't know how that would pan out. Number 7, sorry. We'll try and rattle these off. Unless you find this interesting, I don't know. But again, you can find the Selfitis behavior scale on slopfestpod.com. So head over there, do the Selfitis behavior scale. Let me know how you ranked. We're doing mine live right now. Not that you've just tuned into this. Number 7, I'm able to express myself more in my environment through selfies. I'm able to express myself more in my environment through selfies. Express myself more in my environment. I don't fully understand that, so I'll go with neither agree nor disagree, I guess. Maybe I'm just an idiot and I don't get it. Number 8, taking different selfie poses helps increase my social status. Taking different selfie poses? No, strongly disagree on that one. It does, my social status, whether it's online or even in the real world, I'm so indifferent. I don't give a shit, you know? I sort of just don't fucking care. I'd like this podcast to be, successful, I guess, by what would you call that? Common or, measures or something, common measure. I don't know. I fucking don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But I don't think that taking selfies increases my social status. Hey, maybe I start slapping a couple of selfies up on the @Slopfest podcast, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Let's see how that goes, huh? Let's see if my social status skyrockets. Not with this mug. Number 9, I feel more popular when I post my selfies on social media. No, I'm going to strongly disagree with that. I don't feel more popular. Why would you feel more popular by posting a picture of your own face? I become more positive about myself when I take selfies. I'll go with neither agree nor disagree, just because I feel like, hey, you take a good fucking selfie, you're feeling yourself a little bit for, the rest of the day or something, you know what I mean? Again, I've taken one selfie in 11 weeks, and before that, it's been a fucking minute. So, just not feeling myself too much lately. I become more... so, number 11, I become more positive about myself when I take selfies. Oh, wait, what the fuck? Have I missed one? I've missed one. Fuck! So, sorry, I'm fucking it up already. Number 10, I'm going to try and get through this quickly. I'm so sorry. Number 10, taking more selfies improves my mood and makes me feel happy. No. Taking more selfies doesn't do that. I find the whole process of putting a picture of just myself on somewhere, I kind of find a little weird. I would rather do like a video. You know what I mean? But does that count as a selfie? But then I feel like I'm putting that up there to... Because like the last video I did went up on the Slopfest Instagram, and it was just basically about how I fucked up a video that should have gone out. But I wanted to do it in kind of a funny way. I don't know. I fucking don't know, man. Social media is weird. Number 11, I become more positive about myself when I take selfies. Again, let's go with a neither agree nor disagree on that one. Just because, again, occasionally you take a good picture of yourself, you probably feel pretty good about yourself. Hey, I'm gonna put my hands up. It's happened to me. I've taken a good picture of myself before and gone like, okay, all right. It's not entirely going downhill like I thought it was. Number 12, I become a strong member of my peer group through selfie postings. Absolutely not. Number 13, taking selfies provides better memories about the occasion and the experience. Better memories. I'll go with neither agree nor disagree. I'd like to, but then I don't even really take pictures when I go and do stuff, But I guess maybe seeing yourself in it would be better. I don't know. Even when I go and do stuff, I'm sort of just taking pictures of that. But that's kind of boring, isn't it? Because people want to see, not you, but aren't people more inclined to like something if they see a person in it? I don't know. I'll just go with 3 on that. Number 14, I post frequent selfies to get more likes and comments on social media. Strongly disagree. I don't post any. 15, by posting selfies, I expect my friends to appraise me. I guess you're not expecting your friends to. I mean, it'd be nice. Gonna go with 3 on that one. Is this like peering? Is this too much info about me? Because I don't know. I'm reading these and I'm like, well, that'd be nice if my friends liked it, I guess. Jesus, fuck. This is just exposing how sad we all are. 16, taking selfies instantly modifies my mood. I'll go with neither agree nor disagree, just because before I did say that you can take a picture of yourself and be like, all right, and you feel yourself a little bit. So I don't doubt that there have been times where I've taken a picture of myself and gone like, hey, I feel a bit better about myself. I feel a little bit better about me because I don't look so fucked up in this picture. Oh, we got a good one. You know, you can make yourself feel good. Anyway, 17, I take more selfies and look at them privately to increase my confidence. Absolutely not. I find that one the craziest. 18, when I don't take selfie... the one where you take selfies and look at them privately to increase confidence. No, not increase confidence. Like, I'm thinking of a video that I took the other week. My girlfriend was in New Zealand, so I took this video for her, and it was like a funny thing, and I only just found it today, and I ended up watching it again and laughed at me doing the thing. I found it funny. I was like, oh, past me. Hilarious. So does that count? Does that count? Probably not, right? I'll go with 1 on that. 18, when I don't take selfies, I feel detached from my peer group. Nope. 19, I take selfies as trophies for future memories. That's crazy. No. Trophies for future memories? 20, I use photo editing tools to enhance my selfie to look better than others. Absolutely not. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 10, 11, 14, 15, 18, 19, 20, 21, 24, 26, 29, 30, and 35. So my score, I guess, is 35. I don't know. It doesn't have like a rating system where at the end you can be like, oh, if you scored between this and this, fuck, that's fucked. You know what I mean? So we're just sort of judging this off of, it just says the higher the score, the greater the likelihood of selfitis. So that's 35 out of a potential what? 5 times 20? 100. So 35 out of 100, I guess. So conclusive evidence, James does not have selfitis. Clearly a lot of deep-seated issues in there, however. But if you'd like to do the Selfitis behavior scale, slopfestpod.com. I know I've said it. This is the 3rd time that I've said it, but, you know, repetition in that. slopfestpod.com. Click on this episode. Do the Selfitis behavior scale. Let me know on the various social medias. Or quite frankly, I'd like to start doing more with like email. You know what I mean? Where people like email in questions and stuff. Because let's face it, while I will eventually respond to every, you know, DM and comment and across the various social medias, I'm not really checking social media that much anymore across the board. So email would be the best. slopfestpodcast@gmail.com. Let me know what your number was. And hey, I was open and honest with you about this. You can be open and honest about me. And no judgment. No judgment. If you're 100 out of 100 on the Selfitis scale, that's perfectly fine. I'll follow you on social media. I'll throw you a like. There you go. That's going to do it for this episode. And hey, full transparency before I get out of here. I was going to cover 2 topics in this episode. The other topic was going to be, what do you think makes someone a liar? However, I've just looked down at my recorder. The battery bar is gone, so we're running on fumes at this point. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make that its own separate episode, and I'll put that out this week. I don't know how long of an episode that'll be, but you know, either way, I'll put that together and put it out anyway. That's going to do it for this episode. Share it with a friend. This was episode 36. Come back for episode 37. Tell a family member, tell a loved one, tell a friend. leave a rating and review wherever you listen to podcasts. And that's going to do it. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Love you. Love you. Bye.